Ryan is a bureau chief in Appleton, Wisconsin. Lindsay is in Charleston, South Carolina. Jessica is our bureau chief in Hell's Kitchen in New York. And Kristen listens in San Antonio. So wherever you do it, thanks. We have a lot of bureau chiefs in Florida, by the way. No surprise. A lot of people move to Florida. It's traditionally the number one state to which people move. You know, every year they'll list the states people are leaving. Ohio is always on that list. And then you'll have the states that people are moving to. And Florida is always on there. Because monetarily, there's no income tax. If you're into meth, you're in good shape. Just a lot of fun to be had. But it's been a big week, especially in Florida, for fishermen. And fisher boys. And fisher women.
Fisher people.
Fisher people. And Fisher Stevens, I think he lives down there too.
You're not cutting into anything that they're going to talk about on the Codcast, are they?
No.
I don't think so.
Right. I don't want to step on any toes.
Forgot about that, quite frankly. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We're not talking about Fisher people.
You're not talking about Fisher people on the Codcast.
No.
Which is Mary Santora's fish podcast.
It's on all fish listener base.
It's on all fish platforms, wherever you get your fishing content. Anyway, a Florida boy is down there. This is in a canal in South Miami. And he's out there with his grandpa. And they're doing a little magnet fishing. Drop a magnet in the water, see what comes up, right? Doing some magnet fishing. Dwayne Smith was the grandpa. He's 61. And he's out there with his grandson, who's 11. And who knows, you know, the grandpa had just seen a YouTube video about magnet fishing. And so he thought, hey, this will be fun. So they got a 5-pound magnet, and they drop it into the canal, South Miami. And the kid pulls up 2 .50 caliber sniper rifles.
Oh, boy.
After they've been doing it for 5 minutes. That's a strong kid. Hauls up a couple of M82s.
That's insane.
Those are like 30-pound guns.
I got a big one.
Right.
Wow.
And when it's not moving, what do you think?
Neither of them were loaded. They didn't have any ammo, and the serial numbers had been filed off.
Yeah.
Of course.
Poundcake?
What?
Why would anything be moving if they're magnet fishing?
I'm just saying if they were fish.
But we were...
That doesn't answer Bill's question.
I was just saying if
I don't think he knows what magnet fishing is.
I don't know what magnet fishing is, but I'm saying if he was fishing and he...
But they were magnet fishing. You can't figure out from the context of this, of kind of how Alan explained it, what magnet fishing is.
Well, I don't know what magnet.
I think maybe he's a little confused.
Water, fire, air, and dirt. In magnets, how do they work?
Are you know how magnets work?
Yeah.
Right.
But
so what would you think if somebody said we're going to go magnet fishing? What do you think that would be?
I suppose you have a magnet on a stick or something, and you're just going over something.
You're on a line. Yeah, you have a magnet on a line, right?
Yeah.
And rather than fish, it's like walking down the beach with a metal detector.
Yeah.
Right? So you're trying to find, they're in a canal. They're not a lake, so that's going to be pretty shallow. So they're just trying to figure out maybe, hey, this might be fun. See what we can pull up. Maybe like, you know, treasure. The kid's 11, so the grandpa's selling it to him hard, sure. And he pulls up 2 .50 caliber sniper rifles that clearly somebody just dumped in the canal as they're driving by after doing something.
My point is, if you're
highly illegal,
if you're magnet fishing,
you're not going to pull up actual fish. I get it.
No. But if you are pulling up something that is fighting back, you got a whole new thing
Maybe
going on.
the fish has a high mercury level?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That's why pregnant women are never supposed to eat those sniper rifles, because there's so much mercury in them. Right. So this kid, I thought those guns were illegal, by the way. Shows you how much I know. You can go on YouTube and there's dudes like, I just bought a 50 cal Barrett. We're going to shoot,
It might be one of those things where it's illegal to buy in the store, but if you buy
I think
elsewhere online.
I think it just varies state to state, too. I'm sure there are some states where those are illegal. So, big week for Fisher people. That kid hauled those up. And then a couple of fishermen closer to, this is Lake Stella. So this is Crescent City, Florida. So you're about an hour inland from Daytona Beach. This guy hauls up a dead body. He casts his line out like you do when you're fishing. He's there with a pal, maybe hoping to just tip back a couple of cold ones. Right? What does Bill say at the top of the show? Share a cold one with the boys. That's all this guy was trying to do. They're out there on Lake Stella. Middle of the afternoon, guy hooks something heavy. Woo, hey!
Now, did that move?
Maybe
he could be half dead.
Maybe the bluegill are biting. Maybe got himself a steelhead with that magnet.
If it were you, Alan, would that be something you would consider traumatizing?
To haul up a dead body?
Yes.
No. I mean, if a body's been... No, because I would be like, hey, this is great news for some family.
Oh,
is what I would think.
Who thinks like that? I would be like, oh my God, like I'm calling everybody.
It's a heck of a Tinder picture, though.
Well, holding a dead body.
That's awful. You would stand out for sure.
Look at what I got.
You know how corroded that body would be? Ugh.
Corroded. The body's made of metal.
Not corroded.
And we're back to bloated.
No.
Bloated and corroded.
Decomposed?
Decomposed.
There you go. We'll figure it out. We're going to suss it all out.
It's a battery. It's corroded.
No, I would think.
He was probably thinking of the carotid artery.
Ah,
that's what
right. No, I would think, oh my God, because to your point, that body is going to be unrecognizable. It's not going to look like a person, really.
Puffy, the eyes
yeah,
are
big,
eaten
bloated,
out.
yeah, whatever. So whatever's left of it, depending on how long it's been down there, might just be bones. But anyway, no, it wasn't just bones because this guy was like, he hooked something heavy and he reeled it in and he's like, clearly this is a person. So then one of them went to call the cops. No, I would think there's a family somewhere that's going to get some closure on this.
I just didn't want
You find a body, you're like, you think of, I was talking to Gwen about this the other night because we were watching something. What were we watching? Probably Ozark, maybe. We were watching
Started it last night.
something, and no spoilers, but that kind of show where they'll dump a body in a lake. Like, imagine all of the bodies of missing people that are at the bottom of lakes.
Yeah.
Just
Drain the
watching
lakes.
mob movies alone, the East River, the Hudson, whatever. There's a reason they don't want to drag those bodies of water because they're like, it's going to be just dozens of bodies.
Well,
or just skeletons at this point. But
everyone misunderstood Trump. That's what he was saying when he was saying drain the swamp. He just wanted to find all the missing persons, and these people turned it into some big deal.
I see what happened.
He's just trying to help.
One of the wettest we've ever seen from the standpoint of water.
Right.
Well, who's doing the raping?
Listen.
Still better than 46.
What's that?
I said he's still better than 46.
So the dad calls the cops, and they confirmed that it was, in fact, a real human body. Because the best you know, it wouldn't necessarily be a human. You go, hey, I got something, and it turned out to be like a crash test dummy or whatever. It was a 40-year-old man who had lived in the area, moved away, and recently returned. They determined that the body had been in the lake for a couple of days. There were no obvious signs of trauma. But then they contact the dead man's family, who were still trying to find this guy. So, obviously, you're crestfallen. You go, well, they pulled my uncle out of the canal, but you know where he is.
Right. It's not
Give him a proper burial.
not a mystery anymore.
There you go.
Is that an open casket?
No.
I don't mean to laugh.
That makes him so happy.
So happy.
I don't mean to laugh.
I don't mean.
Why? Why don't you?
It's a reflex.
I know. I'm not chastising you. Why even qualify it with I don't mean to laugh? You're on record.
We know.
We
But
know.
it's not because I'm a bad person. It's because it's a reflex. I laugh when I get nervous. That's a very, I don't know. That's a very traumatic thing that I think someone would have to deal with. And they're like, listen, I want to see my Uncle Elroy one last time. Let me take a good look. And yeah, no. gross.
Why is he screaming? What's going on?
He's all over the place today.
It's the mic. It's not his fault. I gotta figure this mic out.
Florida's awesome!
Yeah. Alan, you dummy, bluegill and steelheader freshwater fish. See?
He was in a canal.
I don't listen to the Codcast. I would know these things if I did.
Alan, I've been telling you for 9 years to listen to the Codcast, and you were just, I don't need to go buy fish. And then...
She nailed me, boy. She nailed it.
Last week I had Gordon's Fisherman on. It was a great interview.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Yellow Slicker and the whole bit?
Everything.
Did he discuss his main role in I Know What You Did Last Summer?
No, that wasn't him.
Oh, that
That
wasn't
was
him.
Jordan's Fisherman.
Jordan's Fisherman. All right.
The G and the J throw a lot of people
I
off.
see.
He's trying to make a comeback after getting canceled.
Yep, he's just hanging out.
Touched all those fish sticks.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what it is. But you know what they say, Bill? You can trust the Gordon's Fisherman. So I was having him on as the sex defender that I am, trying to clear his...
Wow, okay. I didn't realize that the Gordon's Fisherman was being sought after
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, they got him on the hook for a lot of crap.
Oh, Jesus.
Did he keep it real?
Oh, he's really making some waves.
Yeah, pretty slick escape. Right. Okay. Alan, there are a lot of bodies in the desert. Yes, but that requires a shovel.
And sunglasses.
Bodies of water, you just dump them over the side. Maybe you wrap them in chains if you're feeling fancy.
Yeah, you want them to sink to the bottom. You don't want them floating up.
You put rocks in it.
Well,
In the
or just
bag.
poke them full of holes.
The person?
Yeah.
Well, rocks are easier.
Aerate them. You've already killed them. What do you care? Poke them full of holes.
Yeah, and what if
Right?
you're
Why
in a
doesn't
place-
anybody ever think of that? We got to find rocks and chains. Just poke the body full of holes.
But then you got a mess.
I still...
Get yourself like one of those, get an aerator like you'd use on your lawn.
Okay, but then there's ribs
Or at a golf
and stuff
course.
in the
Yeah,
way.
and then you got to get rid of that too because
Yeah,
it's got
all that
DNA on
mush.
it.
Yeah, but you're
Then you're going through aerators.
Left and
crazy,
right, yeah.
but you're further dissembling the body, which is a plus anyway. It's not all intact anymore, so you're spreading the parts out. No body, no crime.
So what they said?
You take the head, you take the
Nobody, no crime.
Bob Marley famously sang "No body, no crime."
I think it's good that the bodies are found, but I just don't want to be the one to find them.
Right, because you'd be laughing too hard.
I wouldn't be laughing. I would be traumatized.
I'd probably throw up.
Yeah. It'd probably stink anyways.
Oh,
Ugh.
gross, dude.
And then if you throw up on the body, then you're
I think it would probably just smell like if you pulled a dead fish out.
No.
Human.
It's a
no.
human, but it's been submerged
But
in
there's
that
so
water.
much more flesh to rot.
It's, I guess, but
it's
it's
a different smell than a fish smell, though, because we have different kind of meat.
Yeah, we're not made of fish meat.
Yeah.
Again, you would know this if you listen to the Codcast. Humans aren't fish meat was episode 3.
Just trying to lure new listeners.
I've got some audience Q&A here. Mary, is human fish meat?
Are humans
No.
fish
Are
meat?
humans fish meat? That's from Frank, who's out in Ann Arbor, Michigan. I'm happy to tell you, Frank, humans are not fish meat. Bill's Friday get down today would be galoshes, galoshes, galoshes. We've got them. You see that Golden Corral video?
Oh, yeah.
No, but I love Golden Corral.
Man.
Me too. That's like a broke man's paradise.
You guys didn't see this?
No.
It's I put it on my Twitter. It's crazy.
Outside Philly,
Yeah.
Bensalem, Pennsylvania, there's a brawl in the Golden Corral.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, come on.
They didn't have enough steak.
That's what happens.
That's what happens.
Yeah. A brawl over steak.
I mean, I feel like steak should be in quotation marks.
Yeah, I was going to say, what
Golden
can the
Corral.
steak at the Golden Corral...
Dude, their food is pretty
that,
good.
Is that a buffet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a chafing dish full of, like...
No, they cut
Shoot.
the meat there. They have like a...
a carving
a
station.
carving station.
Oh,
of
they
prime
do?
rib and steak and ham and turkey. All kinds
Is
of
prime
stuff.
rib really prime?
I don't like prime rib.
No. Friday night turned out... Listen, any story...
There's people throwing high chairs at each
Oh,
other.
a lot of them.
Oh, they'll tell you all about it.
There's more high chairs in this
so
Golden
many
Corral
high
than I've
chairs.
ever seen.
But
and
there's
they
no
are getting
babies
chucked.
anywhere.
Yeah.
I've never been... Well, yeah, because the
take the
babies
baby
were
out
probably
first.
thrown before the They're probably in the high chairs. Wow. Brawl at the Buffet was the lead there over at Channel 3 CBS Philly. Any story that involves the word melee, I'm already there. Love the word melee. Cops are trying to figure out how it started. The buffet ran out of steak.
Talk to a man who posted that video online. He says he was told that fight broke out after the buffet here ran out of steak. Video shared with Eyewitness News shows punches being thrown and high chairs flying as a fight breaks out inside the Golden Corral in Bensalem Friday evening. Bensalem police confirm the brawl may have involved more than 40 people and happened following an argument among some customers.
I've never seen nothing like that in Golden Corral before.
This man who used to work at the Bensalem Golden Corral.
I like how they got a guy. How did they find a guy who used to work there?
He might have quit that night. I don't know.
I was going to say, they didn't talk to somebody, a current employee. They go, we found a guy who used to work there. How did they possibly connect with this guy?
I have no idea, but it's hilarious.
At the Bensalem Golden Corral says he was told by a current employee about the initial altercation.
From what I heard, it was over steak. Apparently somebody cut in line.
Take a close listen, and a man can be heard saying, "All I wanted was some steak." Golden Corral.
That'd be me.
This is what TV journalism is now too. They're doing a huge package on a viral video from in their backyard. So they find a guy that used to work there. I think it was steak. Listen closely to the video, and then they go to the parking lot to show strangers the video. Oh, I love it.
Oh, that's great.
Corral wouldn't answer our email asking if a lack of steak caused the melee.
Oh my God.
Meantime, people...
Dear Golden Corral, did a lack of steak cause a melee in Bensalem, Pennsylvania?
Okay.
Send.
Why does this... This doesn't happen. We were talking the other day about things that don't happen in other countries as far as like guns and stuff go. You don't see things like this happening in France or Italy.
I don't know what happens in France or Italy.
And throwing high chairs over each other because they ran out of frites. That's
it's because they never run out of frites.
What's wrong with our
Never
country?
run out of frites. People are pissed and they want steak.
Steak caused the melee.
Oh my God.
Meantime, people we showed the video to blame the customers.
Not respect for people or for property or anything.
Disgusted that people would even do that in a public place when there's children around.
Our community should be safe for families.
Our community should be safe for families. You know what they did there? Because everybody in the video is black. But everybody
they're fighting with white people.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yes, they are. There's a bunch of white people.
There was white
I
people
didn't
in
even
there
see
for
that
sure,
because everybody they showed the video to was white, which I thought was weird. Oh, I didn't see that. I thought everybody in that video was black.
It looked like it was like a black family was there after maybe church. Oh, it was a Friday night, so they were like out, but they were like in
The
church
guy had on
clothes.
like a tie.
Yeah,
and
they were
suit.
like dressed up.
Black people go in church
Right.
6 days a week. Really.
And then the other, like there was a white family, and they were like just going at it, and somebody cut in front. I don't know who cut in front of who. I don't know who didn't get steak and who got it, but they all got these hands.
I just love the line that Golden Corral wouldn't answer our email asking if a lack of steak caused the melee. So you have to imagine that like corporate PR for Golden Corral's like called an emergency meeting and we got to get out in front of this steak thing. Mm-hmm. They figured us out. We've purposely understaffed our steak. We've purposely understocked our steak.
Or
just steak shortages.
They could turn this into a PR move. How good is our steak? You'll throw a high chair. You know?
That's right. Have you ever punched an old woman in church clothes because she got the last piece of steak? You will hear at Golden Corral. Wasn't Foxworthy doing their voiceover for a while?
Yeah.
Jeff Foxworthy
I think
was
it was
the
Golden Corral, yeah.
I've never been to a Golden Corral.
There's one right up here on, is it State?
Tiedemann?
No. It's near Tiedemann. What's the cross
Show
section?
dinner.
Dude, I'm in.
I thought it was the same thing as Cracker Barrel. But
No,
it's
Golden
not.
Corral's a buffet. They got
Wallet and Coach, and upgrade your taste buds to first class. Premium weekends are here, America. Live it up with prime rib, jumbo shrimp, and more. Just $13.99. Only at Golden Corral.
I mean, that is a deal.
The best buffet in America is what he calls it.
I mean,
because it's also, I was going to say, it's also been a big week for Hill Rods because there was the Golden Corral, and then they picked up that dude who was going to assassinate Biden in the Cracker Barrel parking lot.
What?
I mean, a better encapsulation of America you could not find. This guy who came from Kansas because he was told by God to take care of Joe Biden with a fatal head wound, gets picked up in a Maryland Cracker Barrel parking lot. The Secret Service and FBI showed up there, and he told the agents he had to deliver a message to Biden because people were fed up, blah, blah, blah. All this nonsense. All this blood of the lamb, and they found a bunch of guns and ammo, whatever. In the parking lot, after he posted the whole thing on Facebook, by the way.
Oh, I was going to say, how did
Real genius.
FBI's in your head. Like, how did they know that?
Yeah. I'm coming for his bitch-ass Sleepy Joe, is what the guy said. And they got him in a Cracker Barrel parking lot.
Now, did God tell him to kill his bitch ass? Like, or is he kind of having his own way?
We also don't know what this guy thinks God is. I don't know that he's talking. It could be his butter dish. You don't know what he thinks God is.
Well, he certainly thinks that his butter dish told him to drive from Kansas to Maryland on his way to D.C. Golden Corral is on Brook Park by Tiedemann.
Man,
people.
I'm moving to a different country.
There you go. Why? This is a great
I
country.
don't want to be around it.
Oh, come on.
No,
It makes me sad.
You've never gone to another country, have you?
I've been to some places.
Where have you been?
Away.
Have you ever been to another country?
I've been to Canada.
That's not another country. So look what's happening in
I've
Canada.
been to the Dominican Republic.
They had to put Trudeau underground because the truckers are cutting off the border.
Yeah.
They're having their January 6th right now up in Canada with those truckers. Yeah.
Maybe I'm just going to go live on a hill.
People forget Canada's mostly hillbillies.
In New Zealand or something. Just away in the green pastures of Ireland.
Well, listen, Ireland's a lovely...
Tonight. You better make up your mind.
I can take a couch to Ireland.
Not a concrete one.
But we already decided we're not doing the concrete one.
Oh.
That's a huge mistake.
I think it's a
Those
massive
last.
mistake. Heart attack on a plate is what somebody called the Golden Corral. Well, that's any buffet, right?
No, you choose. They have a great salad bar. If you
I'm
like
sure
a
everybody's
bunch of,
going for the salad.
That's why I go there. They got
but
every topping you could pick on a salad bar.
Pudding.
And then pudding. Yes, you can put pudding on your salad.
Onion rings.
And whatever you want.
Yeah, gummy bears.
Sure. Mashed potatoes. Doesn't matter.
Hey, can I get another gummy bear salad? I'd like you to pick out each piece of shredded carrot, please, and replace it with an orange gummy bear.
Shredded.
Corral.
Shredded.
That was the place.
I've never been.
If you had to feed a family, like a big family, for not a lot of money, because they had kid discounts. Oh, we were in that bitch
We went
every weekend.
Right over here. There used to be a hometown buffet right over here. And my grandma was her favorite place. So every Sunday after church, we would go to the hometown buffet with all of our whole hillbilly family and kids running around and yelling at each other and like aunts and uncles, everybody. We would go there every single Sunday because it was my grandma's favorite place.
You know how many times in the course of working here for 12 years, I've gone up and down Rockside Road and the other day realized there's a Denny's right there?
Yeah, it's
I've
right next to the
never
gas station.
seen that Denny's before
It's been
in
there
my
for 40
life.
years.
I'm sure it has. I'm driving. I go, "There's a Denny's here," because there used to be an Eden Park up the street, and I used to go there once in a while because I love Eden Park. That closed a while ago, but I was like, "There's a Denny's," because
Right there.
every once in a
Been a
while
Denny's,
you
yeah.
just want to sit and have a hamburger and French fries in a Denny's.
Yeah.
No clue that was even up there.
Did you sit in there and have a hamburger and french fries?
I did not. Of course. No. Alan fistfighted the Golden Corral as Toby Keith's worst album.
Yeah, right.
No. Or is it? Okay, let me take a break. Want to get the last word in? Shoot me a text for that, 35192.